here's how we handle the inspection process at CrawlLogic. So you call us. I'm going to be asking you a series of questions. Why are you looking to have an inspection of your crawl space? What went wrong, usually, in other words, how did you hear about us? What are your goals for this home? That's a really big one, because I already kind of know that if you're just trying to get, the cheapest possible fix and just sell it and pass it on to someone else, we're probably not the company for you. So I really like to ask that question for both of our sake. Are you going to live here? Because if you plan on living there for a really long time, there's a good chance you're going to pick us. So we'll ask you a bunch of questions. After that, probably just tell you the ballpark pricing right away. After that, we'll schedule an inspection for as soon as possible, usually within 1 to 2 days, at which point either one of the owners or one of our salesmen will be out there to inspect your crawl space. That's pretty simple. We get in a Tyvek suit and a respirator and a headlamp. You never know what you're going to find in a stranger's crawl space. I have horror stories that I will not share with you at this time. But after that, we're going to get into the crawl space, and we're going to be looking for a lot of things. We're going to be looking first and foremost at the moisture content of the wood. Is that within an acceptable range? And if not, how far off are we? After that, efflorescence is one really, really big indicator for us of where water's coming from. You may not know that word. It refers to the migration of salts through a medium. It comes from the French word fleur, to bloom, to flower. And it's because as water seeps into things and evaporates away, it leaves behind its salt. And so we can see that, especially in negative crawl spaces. We'll see a line all the way across the crawl space. And you'll see normal masonry, and then you'll see that hazy masonry, and that's efflorescence. So we'll be looking for that. We'll be looking for rodent impact. How bad is that? We're going to be looking for any structural damage, any wood rot, anything like that. And just kind of get a holistic view of the crawl space. Make sure that we know all of the twists and turns and corners before we quote a price to you. After that, we'll come out, show you a bunch of videos of whoever went in your crawl space found, whether that's the moisture readings. You'll see us on video. Hey, here's me in your crawl space. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, hey, here's me in your crawl space. Here's a giant pile of rodent feces. You should probably know about this. And from there, we'll just develop options to make sure that your crawl space is healthy permanently. So that's kind of our inspection process.